Ever notice how at 20, you can decide to change your life on a Sunday night, and by Monday afternoon, you're right back in the same loop? You know the scene. Alarm goes off early. You had big plans. Gym, studying, building something meaningful, finally getting your life together. And then your hand reaches for your phone, just for a minute. One video, then another. Then suddenly it's noon. Your brain feels like fog, and you're negotiating with yourself like, okay, I'll start tomorrow, for real this time. And the strange part, you're not lazy, not even close. You're just stuck in patterns that feel stronger than your intentions. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody really tells you at 20. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about identity, environment, and the subtle psychology of how you respond to discomfort. And once you see these patterns clearly, it's almost like someone turns the lights on in a room you've been walking through blindfolded. So let's talk about the types of minds that quietly shape your discipline, or destroy it. And maybe you'll recognize yourself in one of them. Or worse, all of them. There's a type I like to call the dopamine drifter. You'll recognize this one instantly. This is the person who opens their phone for 5 minutes and somehow emerges an hour later emotionally baptized in short-form videos, memes, and half-finished thoughts. They don't even remember what they were supposed to do anymore. It just evaporated. Maybe that's you. The dopamine drifter isn't weak-willed. That's the misunderstanding. Their brain is simply optimized for constant novelty. Every notification is a tiny reward. Every swipe is a micro-escape from discomfort. And here's the psychology twist. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Seek efficiency, avoid effort, chase reward. The problem is, modern environments are basically infinite slot machines, disguised as apps. So when you try to be disciplined, you're not fighting laziness. You're fighting an entire industry engineered around your attention span. But here's the question that changes everything. If your attention is always being pulled somewhere else, when exactly are you in charge? Then there's another type, the all-or-nothing architect. This one is dangerous in a different way. You know this person. They wake up one morning and decide, new life starts today. They build a perfect plan. 5 a.m. wake up, cold showers, gym, study schedule, strict diet, no distractions, no excuses. And for 2 or 3 days, it works. They feel unstoppable, like they've hacked life itself. Then reality shows up. They miss one workout, one bad meal, one wasted afternoon, and suddenly the entire system collapses. Not partially, completely. Because for the all-or-nothing architect, discipline isn't flexible, it's fragile. One crack becomes proof that the whole structure is broken. Psychologically, this comes from something subtle. Perfection as safety. If I can do it perfectly, I'm in control. If I can't, I'm failing as a person. But discipline doesn't live in perfection. It lives in recovery. And here's the twist most people only learn years too late. The skill isn't never falling off. It's how fast you return when you do. Now there's a quieter one, easy to miss, but incredibly powerful. The silent improver. This is the person you don't notice at first. They're not loud about goals. They don't announce transformations. No big motivational speeches. No dramatic reinventions. But slowly, something changes. They study a little every day. They work out inconsistently, but never fully stop. They read even when it's boring. They keep showing up even when nothing feels exciting. The psychology here is almost boring on the surface, but profound underneath. They are not relying on emotion to drive behavior. They are building behavioral gravity, and that's the key difference. While others wait to feel ready, the silent improver understands something most 20-year-olds don't yet believe. Consistency is not about intensity, it's about continuity. But here's the interesting part. They often feel like they're not doing enough, because progress is too slow to emotionally register day to day. Until one day, they look back and realize they've quietly outgrown their old life. No explosion, no announcement, just distance. But there's another pattern that quietly sabotages discipline in a more social way. The social chameleon. This is the person who becomes whatever environment they're in. Around focused people, they're focused. Around distracted people, they drift. Around ambitious friends, they suddenly have goals. Around lazy weekends, they disappear into comfort. It feels like adaptability, but psychologically it's identity and stability. Because discipline isn't just behavior, it's self-definition. If you don't decide who you are when nobody is watching, your environment will decide for you. And the painful irony? The social chameleon often thinks they lack discipline, when in reality, they lack boundaries around influence. At 20, this is especially powerful because your environment is still shaping you faster than your habits are stabilizing. So the real question becomes, are you choosing your environment or just reacting to it? And finally, there's one more type, the most frustrating one. The one that looks disciplined on the outside, but feels stuck on the inside. The future self-negotiator. This is the person who is always about to start, not today, but soon. After exams. After this week. After things calm down. After I feel more ready. After I figure things out. They are incredibly intelligent at delaying discomfort, and the psychology here is subtle but powerful. The brain treats your future self like a separate person, so it's easy to assign them all the hard tasks. Future me will wake up early. Future me will fix my habits. Future me will get serious. But the truth is brutal. Future you inherits whatever present you refuses to face. And the more you delay action, the more you train your identity to become someone who waits instead of acts. Eventually, future me stops feeling like a plan and starts feeling like a fantasy. So what does all of this mean? It means discipline at 20 isn't a personality trait. It's not something you either have or don't. It's a negotiation between impulse and identity, between environment and awareness, between short-term comfort and long-term self-respect. And the surprising part is this. Most people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they don't notice the pattern they're inside of. But once you see it, really see it, you can interrupt it, not perfectly, not permanently, but repeatedly. And that's where change actually lives. So maybe the real question isn't, how do I become more disciplined? Maybe it's, which version of you is running the show most days? The drifting one, the all-or-nothing one, the silent improver, the social chameleon, or the one always waiting for tomorrow? And more importantly, which one do you want to quietly grow into? Because at 20, you're not just building habits, you're rehearsing a future identity. One small choice at a time. And if any of this feels a little too familiar, that's probably where the real work starts. If you recognize yourself in one of these patterns, you're not alone in it, and you're definitely not stuck in it either. But the first shift is simple. Notice, then choose differently, just once today. And see what happens when future you starts showing up in real time. So tell me, honestly, where do you see yourself in all this?